Welcome to the campfire. Today we're going to be continuing our journey with Nancy in Project Zomboid. So we're getting pretty close to the worst weather effects. We've noticed some frost starting up on the ground as we go along, so we're going to want to be moving a little bit quicker on this. Temperatures are getting bad, so we need to get the roof, and we need to get some door hinges and doorknobs. Or did I already grab those? Hold on. One moment. Yes. Okay, so we need to get door hinges and doorknobs. We're going to be just tearing down some doors here real fast. Oh, hey, there we go. Let's tear out some of these other unnecessary doors in here. Let's see what we get. I got one more hinge. There's 2 more doors to take care of in this house. If we have to go destroy another house, that's fine too. There we go. Enough door hinges and doorknobs. And then we just head back over to the other place. We set up the staircase. Which, to do that, we need rags. So we might as well rip up some clothing here. It's 9, we need 12. Rip clothing. Let's just rip up some more just because we're going to need them. Shame you can't rip up underwear or anything else for rags. There we go. Let's cut up these jeans too. And we're going to need armor at some point. That's not going to give me denim. Denim. Alright. That gives us a few to start. Not great, but we can always look for more later. We're starting to get overweight down. So let's put those things away. We will need the hatchet on us as we go. We're going to get over to the new area, get that sorted out. Zombies on the roof, zombies approaching from this side. Fortunately, we won't have to worry about that for too much longer. Ooh, took that corner a little too sharp. Alright, we have arrived safely here. Now we just gotta move logs. I think we've only got... yeah, only the 2 are cut down, or 3 are cut down yet. 4. That makes this even easier still. And then let's get these up over... I suppose we'll do the staircase right here. Ah, that tent. The hitbox on the tent does not match the tent. So here we go. So that's the first 4. Yay. We might have zombies to deal with due to that meta event. Let's just look at our surroundings quickly. There ain't nothing moving up on us yet, so let's take care of getting some logs cut. It's 2. We've already got 4. We need 12, so we need 4 more. And there's 4 more. Let's switch to our hammer just in case we need it. We'll have to make a second walk around, I believe. Oh no, we can take all at once. Okay, well that's easy enough. We'll have to wash the rags that we've got on us before we can use them. Silly as that is. You can't use dirty rags. So let's put these down. Just make sure... oh no, we've only got 10? Oh, right. Okay. So we need another small tree to cut. That looks like a small enough tree. So does that one. Let's go over here to this small tree. I just want to take another quick look, make sure I'm not going to be attacked. Alright. While trying to grab logs. Alright. And we'll head up to the river. To the river! Which is what way? That away! I gotta do this the slow way. One at a time. Really? It's gonna use my water bottles if I do it that way? Oh, that is ridiculous. Okay. That's annoying, but whatever. If I have to play around in the context menu for a bunch of rags, just do it. Next. Stairs. Just to make sure we have everything. There we go. That puts us up here. Now we'll just need planks to cover the ceiling. Do we have the planks to do the doors yet? No, we do not. Do we have a saw? Yes, we do. Is our hatchet going to last us? No. No, it is not. Okay. Let's sharpen the blade a bit quick. Get as much use as we can out of it. Cut down one of these bigger trees. Let's hope maybe we can get two. And we're too tired. Alright, so we gotta sit for a minute. Let's get in the car, sit down, rest up. Alright, we're finally ready to go again. Let's finish cutting this tree. Yeah, we're gonna have to make another hatchet before too long, because this one is pretty much SOL. Well, let's just get what we can done. One more. There we go. So that's going to be the doors. Wooden door. Let's just do the first one way back there. We got the second one up here. So in theory we'd be fine sleeping here tonight. We'd probably have to set a fire. I'm not comfortable doing that right inside the house, but in theory it would work. There is a possibility that if we set the fire inside that we would burn before the night's over. Let's just get as much of the roofing done as we can with the tools we've got, and then we'll start looking for things to prevent other issues. At least the rain has quit. So, floor. Here, we look safe. Let's just start getting this built out. Nancy is doing pretty good here, all things considered. She's using an axe instead of a hammer. I don't know why. I do that every time, though. I shouldn't be surprised. get this finished. Alright. That's as many planks as we've got. Now, preemptively, I can start looking for... Oh, that's just going to find us those, which we already knew about. Yep. Let's take a quick walk, see if we can find flint or a flint node. Should be possible to make our own stone hatchet. A crude stone axe. That's a worm. Suppose we can use it later for fishing. Plus all that foraging experience. Let's focus towards stones, see if that does us any good. It says extremely rare out here, but I've never noticed it be that bad. Let's start making our way back to the road anyways. So I don't want to dive too deep out here. Alright, we have a sharp flint flake. We can disable that search. Grab a tree branch. Then we should be able to go over here and make a crude stone axe. We don't have a surface. Shoot. I didn't bring one with us. Well, we should be able to create a cheap table. Unless the tent counts as a surface, which I don't believe it does. No. Alright, so. Crude wooden stool. What about crude table? Tree branches. Good enough. We got a bunch of tree branches. So we'll put this inside of here. Why? God, that is a pain in the backside. Can always remove this if we need to. Make crude axe. Let's just push to get this done. Because we can always sleep out here as needed. Now that we've got a secure area, we've got the tent to keep us warm, we've got sleeping bags to also do that. We'll be fine. Yep. Oh, and that one actually broke. Okay. Grab all of them. Because we need light to be able to do that. It's just about everything requires... Most things require light, but not all things. So let's saw these up. At least get as much of a roof over our heads as possible to keep us dry in the night. Keeps making the sound like we're doing fine. We're not going to be, you know, soaked overnight, but... Oh, come on. Let's put this away. That should give us enough room to grab the nails. I don't see anything that should cause us concern. Then floor. especially since we're going to be up here right now. Won't fully encapsulate the entire building. Should be enough to keep us going. Let's get... Come on, last couple. We'll be out of... So we just need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4? And then another 5. So we need 9 planks. And we got time for that. I mean, we could have worked theoretically up until midnight easily. And even then. How's our stone hatchet doing? It don't say. There it is. Now it's gonna break. Knew it! Alright, so that's also not in great condition. Shoot. We could always make the car safe and sleep there for the night. If we have to. Nothing really here. Just kind of dipping and diving this. Because it should pop up anything without being too much of a problem. Alright. We may just have to call it a night and hope we make it through. It's not that cold. It's not... The weather could be worse, is what I'm getting at. 38.7 degrees F, but if we sleep in the tent with the other stuff, with the sleeping bags, we should be alright. Alright, put those in there. There. We'll hop in the car. Unpack most of this. Alright, we'll keep the flint flake, we'll keep the nails, we'll keep the food. Everything else will go into the back seat as much as it can, which is not much. Put things as away as we can, though. That axe? That'll break the second we try to use it. Okay. That's as much as we can get rid of. That should be enough. I've got all 4 of these yet. So let's pick up the tent, take it inside, put it back down. Why are you doing that? There's a perfectly good door. Stop this. Get some help. Place this down in the corner. And get yourself stuck in it. Got it. Oh, that's annoying. We'll have to do it in the other corner. That way we can avoid the issue of her deciding that she needs to be... Yeah. Unpack. And... how do I place this inside of it? I don't know. That is a good question. Do I just need it on my inventory, or what do I do here? That's the part I'm lost on. Let's put things away quickly. Remove the strain on our bodies. And keep those and the food once again. Alright. Now. How do I put... Okay. Can it even be put in there? How to put a tent in? Oh, you just put it in there. Simple as that. Alright. Yeah, see, the temperature still says low, but it looks like we're surviving just fine. We're not getting hurt, we're not getting sick. It was a little colder than I think we would have liked, but could have been a lot worse. There we go. And it is an average sleep situation in there. With you just put it in the inventory. You don't have to place it down anymore. You just put the sleeping bag in the tent. As ridiculous as it seems, that's just what works. Alright, let's try to find another stone or a flint flake. Is that going to be one? No, it's going to be limestone. But we'll put it in our backpack anyways. Because we're going to need another one. And I think it's around midnight, or basically when you sleep, the loot table for foraging re-rolls. So you can re-examine the same area twice. You just can't do it all in one day or multiple times a day. I don't know for certain what time of day it re-rolls. We've got a zombie to deal with. Let's just keep checking the road on the way there. Because we might find something. No? Get down, you. Alright. Back to searching. It's not as good as it was over on the other road. And again, we're also only foraging level 1. Not even. Technically foraging 0. So that's going to hinder us a little bit here. But hopefully we find something. Birch, mixed forest, and road. So stones should be normal. Granted, from what we know of the loot tables in normal, that could mean that nothing will ever show up. There we go. Got a second one. Yeah, it's gonna smell real bad in that spot. But now we can finish building this. We can start looking at ways to keep ourselves warm at night. So we want to grab one. Do we still have the twine on us? No, we don't. I'll put those away. Upside to the tent is that it is 65 storage. So that does help. We need to go grab the twine out of the truck, don't we? Yeah, because I never put anything in where I should put it. for simplicity's sake. Oh, we used up that twine. Which also explains why it's gone. Now we got that. We can make new crude axe. And we didn't even use the good one. So let's get ahead of that problem. Let's see. So we've got two handle condition and head condition. Can't sharpen this one though. But now we can finish this. And we were doing this tree right here. Knew that was coming. Yeah, that one's broken, so we'll just leave it where it lay. Get these taken care of. There we go. The other benefit to building on the bridge that I wasn't thinking of initially is we can wall this off. Especially once we clear out the cars and whatnot. We can wall this off and the other side. Then we have less... Why, character, do you keep doing this to yourself? What is wrong with you? Not that we really have to deal with zombies too much out here. Yet. We also don't create all that much noise. So it will be a concern in the future, just not right now. I figure in this case we'd probably wall another square or two out, but because we did build this close to the edge. But it is now 42 degrees outside, and if we head indoors, it should be a little bit warmer. Just got to be careful about falling off the side there. Yeah, and this keeps it much warmer in here. So now we have a secure and kind of warm space to live in. Now we got to figure out cooking and food, which easy enough. Just need to find a good stove or a charcoal grill. Did I bring any food in here? No. So that is another thing we'll do is we'll grab stuff out of here so that we can start storing it up. Let's see. This will probably be more than can be stored in that casing or in the tent. We're gonna wait for this muscle strain to go away. We're gonna wait for the pain to stop before we go off to the next potential thing I want to do here. That's as much as that can hold. Dang it. Well, for the moment, we do have some duffel bags in the car. So we got a trauma bag. We have a duffel bag. Should be a... Where are you at? Oh, right. I've got this flipped around. So let's move these, put them onto the table in here. And we'll use those as temporary storage. Place. There we go. It's not great storage, but it is storage. It's better than nothing. And better than some of the shelves we can make yet. So we'll utilize this for now. Probably only able to hold another 23 weight or so. That's probably going to fill up both, but that frees up some space in the truck, which is a big improvement. So let's see, what can we stuff in here? Not a lot, but enough. And this should be about what this can hold too. And then some. I'm just going to place both of these down. And we'll place the other one down next to it. Or don't. Come on. I guess we don't. There we go. Let's grab some food quick. Get our stomach to stop being empty. And I have a plan. It's not necessarily a good one, but it is a plan. To get some storage space. Passed by a pretty big building that I know is a mechanic shop. So we're gonna go there and see about picking up some storage capability. What are we gonna look at for zombies out here though? What are we looking at? Nothing out back here. To be fair, I think that's always been the case. That weirdly zombies don't spawn here. Like they spawn around and on the street, but they don't spawn in the building. Alright, we can't get in that door. What about these two? Can I open either of these? I didn't think so. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna have to go around the side and in. We maybe could get in this door? Let's check the side of the building. Don't see anything there. Alright, we can't get in this one either. What about in the American Tire? Alright, no alarm sounded. We're good there. Let's check for zombies. Nothing immediately. But I hear their noises. So they're in this building. Oh. It's not that door. It's that one over there. Yep. Okay, I was just expecting more than one to come out. Hey, we got water. Let's go upstairs. Okay, I just don't like these blind corners. Especially on staircases. See, I took a day or two break, didn't play Project Zomboid, and suddenly I'm getting nervous again about stuff. Let's take a trash can. Yeah, getting jumpy at not having played for a few days just reminds me of playing Phasmophobia with some friends of mine. Haven't played in like 3-4 years, and suddenly it's, oh god, at every corner. Maybe I just need to keep playing this more to remain not jumpy. Okay, so this is going to be a good source of stuff we will need. And can I pick these up without too many issues? Yeah. Alright. So let's empty this into this container, if we can. Put them into the side shelves. And do the same with this one. Ah, that's just shifting them over. Damn it. It's the hard part, is figuring out which one goes where. Okay, so that one's the top one, this is the bottom one. There we go. Now we can pick up these two halves. There. And we'll do that elsewhere as well. These are 20 each. So it might be a little difficult to get multiple, but we'll do our best. I also kind of want to take a look and see what else is here. So this is just going to be tires, some side stuff. Okay. And then about these. What is the storage space of these? 26. Okay. So less useful to take multiples of this. But it's still not the end. Let's take a look, see what we can find. There's some good books here. All the car manuals, so we can utilize those. We can get a tarp. We need a new screwdriver. A welding torch, so we can take some use of that. Heavy duty flashlight, we needed one of those. We'll end up needing more welding rods at some point, and duct tape. You can take the battery too. What's over here? Nothing in that one. Let's take these welding these welding torches. And this radio does not have the automated. It's good to know. Let's get back out to the car, dump out some of the stuff. See if we can get more shelves. If we can get multiple shelves, that's more storage space. It's not ideal. If we'd found crates, that would probably be better for us, because we can stack those 3 at a go. But I'll take what we can get. And I kind of like the look of the shelves, because it does... You don't see what's in it, but you do get to see that there's stuff in it. Which, I like that little touch. Can we also take these? Yes, we can. Alright. Let's get stuff out of these. We can stack it elsewhere for now. Let's pick these off the wall. They're not fantastic storage devices, but it'll do us. Alright. Let's remove stuff we don't need. So let's take the welding torch and the hand drill and the epoxy. Yeah, we'll keep the book. And the graph paper to start fires. Then we'll drop the rest of this. Grab that metal chisel. These are all tools that we might end up needing. Alright, we'll just drop these on the floor. Give us the epoxy, metalworking pliers, fancy tools that might be necessary in the long run. And then another shelf. And that gives us 2 wall shelves. We can place those above the table so that we have some storage space there. Then we've got all the extra the big shelves that can go along the wall. And give us storage space there. Well, I guess we're heading back. I don't want to leave that door open. Because we'll want to come back here and sift through the rest of it. Yeah, we really don't have any storage space left. Let's move some things as best we can. Let's look and make sure that it's really worth coming back here, though. So this is all car parts, a few metalworking tools. We've already got a set of what we need. So let's go through. We'll want one of those, because that's the 3rd magazine. Nothing really. Is that the 4? No, that's the 3rd one. Let's just keep looking, because if we find a sledgehammer here, I'm taking it. More books. I don't see anything. There's more duplicates of what we've already grabbed, which is fine. So we know where to come for spares. Alright, nothing super handy. That could be useful. We may want to come back for one of those. The drill press. Okay. Don't see anything major. The boxes of batteries, maybe. In fact, let's take both the batteries and the candles. Go back along the wall here one more time. I don't get the feeling that we're gonna find like a sledgehammer or anything. Alright. Now to head back to base. I mean, successful run. Found what we needed. And then some. So there we go. We can start or get more furnishings done in the base. Ah, right. I still need electrical level 1 to be able to pick up lights. Oh, we're almost there though. So let's get back to the house and deal with that. From here, there's a warehouse around the corner along the highway that I want to take a look at eventually as well. 'Cause there I know we'll get crates. We can use those to stack up and store excess items as need be. And that'll be useful for moving all the stuff from the house to here. So that'll probably be the next thing I go for. Do I even have... Well, I do have the shelves. I just need the other metal shelf. I need a metal shelf 2. There we go. We can drop it on the floor and then be able to place both. But how close to the... can't do it that way. Nope. Keeps trying to take me outside. Come on. No, stop trying to do that. No, stop trying to do that. Can I not place them over? Suppose if we place them here, it'll be fine. And we don't have... Yeah, we gotta drop one of the two on the floor to... Alright. So that's the end of the wall. There we go. Good enough. So we can place all this onto the first shelf. Take these things out. Yeah, we'll have to go back for the... I forgot the water dispenser, but we were out of storage space anyways. Let's grab the second storage shelf. So, where is it? Round bin. Where am I missing it? There we are. Oh, come on. Did we already grab... I thought we had 2 storage shelves, or did we leave one on the ground, and that's what I'm missing here. Metal, yeah. Okay, so we must have left one on the ground somewhere. And I just never noticed. What about in here? Nope. I probably put it on the shelf. More than likely what I did. Oh, come on. Can't take half of it out of my backpack. There we go. We'll put this in this corner next to the door. Next to the door makes more sense. Yep, there we go. Metal wall shelves. And it's in the backpack, so I can't actually use it. Oh, we can't put it over the door, or over the thing. That makes sense, I guess. So we'll just put it over the door. Because it's double. If it was a single, we would have... Okay. That gives 39 space. Fantastic. Start emptying out the car. Into there you go. And let's grab as much as we can. Won't be able to grab everything, but we can grab a lot. At a time, anyways. Can always come back for more. Alright, so the floodlights... Oh yeah, we can leave the gas cans here. Did I grab more gas cans? No. It's just those 2. So we can just start stashing things now. It's 35. Let's put food over here for now. Be careful with that. I'm gonna try to be more organized than I normally am. Tools. That's a tool. 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 I'm a tool. You're a tool. We're all tools. And this is a tool. Not one I plan to use. That is technically a weapon. Do I already have a bandolier on? I do not. Can I put that on? Yes, I can. And it has some shotgun shells in it already. So everything else... We are... Oh, I can't wear it and the canteen at the same time. Good to know. That's a tool. That's technically a tool. And yeah. So books will go way over here. Put all of our books down. More books. Come on, let me put the books away, as I so please. I don't think we've read that one, so we'll keep that out for the moment. Alright, so there's more tools, and we have space for tools. Well, this is technically tools. We're keeping that out. Keep that out. And we still got space. Let's put this on the table. Place this one next to it. And then come on. There we go. Tool stuff. Books. There we go. So we've got food up here. We've also got food in this bag. So let's move the food that's in the bag. Let's put it where it goes. There we are. We're gonna need to eat. There we go. Plenty done, but we can get a little bit more. The gas cans can stay in here. That is the truck emptied. Finally. It has been a long while since we managed to get everything done. The floodlights, I'm just going to place those. Shotgun can go on the wall. And floodlight needs to be in our main inventory before I can place it. Can't utilize it yet, I don't think. Yeah. That way when we have the generator finally up and running, we can shine a light that way and be safe. Now let's sleep. Alright, a new day has dawned. We made it through our second night here in the new shelter. We're doing pretty good. No zombies encroaching on our house, so we're safe there. Like I said, our next step will be to get more storage options for in here. Thinking to get some crates. We'll stack them here temporarily. Like, most of this is temporary. Once we expand the house, we'll divvy out where storage needs to be for different activities and whatnot. For right now, this is a good staging point. We also have to go back to our old home and pull things out of there. It's really just a which to do first, but I know which one I want to do first. Getting the storage up is going to be huge. But with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.